Okay, good morning, yogis. I am Rachel Dooley, and I'm with Yoga for Change and Bella Prana, yoga and meditation, and I am going to be leading you through your flow this morning. So if you are just joining in, you have time to settle in, grab any props that you want or need. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Emily. I'm so glad that you guys are on. Hi, Skylar. I assume you're with M. And just get ready to do a nice feel-good flow. I'm going to take a step back. I had to improvise a little bit. I'm staying out at the beach and I had to rearrange lots of furniture. I'm using a children's yoga mat from my car, but I am making it work and I'm so happy to be here with you guys. As always, this flow and this practice in general is for everybody. So it's a flow style one, meaning that we will provide you with options to take things up if you want to build heat in your practice or really challenge yourself this morning. There will also be opportunities for modifications and to slow down. But truly, you get to make this practice your own. And that's something that I want to focus on really specifically this morning, is finding freedom in your practice. So I always say this, my words guide you, but your real teacher is that voice within. Your breath is a really good tool to measure if you need more or if you need a little bit less in any given moment. And you want your breath to be constant and fluid throughout this practice. The rate of your breath will change, your heart rate will increase, but stay with your breath. Don't ever resist or hold your breath. If you notice that you're doing that, back out a little bit. Back to that idea of finding freedom. There will be opportunities and moments for you to move freely. And in the safety and security of your own home, I hope that you are able to just kind of tap into what it is that you need and move in any way that would feel good. And if this is a practice that's unfamiliar to you, then this is the perfect opportunity to get more comfortable and get familiar with it. So with all of that being said, we are going to get started in child's posture. If you do have any kind of technical difficulties throughout the practice, Emily is on the line with us. You can type a message in or just troubleshoot on your own. I find the best way to do it is to log out and log back in, see if that does anything, but it should be smooth sailing. So let's get started. Bringing your tops of feet and your shins to the earth. Allow your knees to splay wide and press your weight back so that your sit bones are resting against your heels. Your arms will crawl forward and your forehead bows to the earth. Let your heart and your chest melt down through your thighs. You can keep your arms bent nice and relaxed, just soften into the shape. Or if you're already ready for something more active this morning, reach actively through your fingertips. You can even press fingertips into the earth so that your forearms are hovering. Just allow your forehead to rest flat against the earth though, so your head, neck, and shoulders are relaxed. As you settle into this shape, into stillness, take a moment just to scan your awareness through your body. Allow everything to soften and to ground. As your body does this, the energy within your body also settles, begins to calm. You could take notice of your thoughts. If they feel scattered or just plentiful. There's a lot going on in your mind. Try to focus just on the shape, just on your breath, just on what's happening within the four corners of your mat. Visualize length through your spine, from your sit bones all the way through the crown of your head. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw soften. Begin to focus your mind on your breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Fill your lungs to the top. With a sigh, allow that air to escape from your mouth. Again, inhale, fill up. Belly expands, ribs expand, back body rises. Exhale, release. One more breath, the deepest one that you've taken all morning, all day, all week. Fill up. Hold that breath at the top and then let it go. Release your breath, and along with it, release your week. Release anything you've been holding on to. Let it all go. From here, allow the rate of your breath to become natural, effortless. In and out through your nose. And without trying to control your breath, bring full awareness to the sensation of breathing. Maybe in this shape it is the rise and fall of your back body that you choose to focus on. The rise and fall of your belly. Or perhaps it's just the sensation of air moving in and out through your nose. Feeling of your breath, perhaps against the earth, your mat. Know that thoughts will happen, and when you notice that you're thinking, try not to judge yourself. Simply return to your breath. And know that every return to your breath is a return to the present moment. The past is a memory. The future is your imagination. The only place that you can truly, physically exist is this very breath and this very moment. If you're comfortable in stillness, remain just as you are. If your body needs a little stretch, come to rise, press into your palms, shoulders stack over your wrists. Tap out the tops of your feet. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, press your way back into child's. Settle back in, let your forehead rest, let your head hang, crawl your hands over to the right side of the room. Allow a side body stretch to enter through the left side of your body. Keep drawing your left shoulder down toward the earth. Arrive back in stillness, settle the energy back down. Draw your awareness now to your physical body. Notice the places in the body that are connected to the earth. Feel the weight of your hands where they rest. Feel your heart beating. Begin to look for the furthest place from your heart where you can feel your pulse. Maybe fingertips or toes, wrists or ankles. And now draw your awareness to sound. What can you hear in your space? Maybe sounds coming from my space. What sounds are most present? Your breath, the sound of my voice. Slowly begin to crawl your hands through center. Once you're neutral in line, take an inhale, come to rise. Shoulders come right over your wrist. Shift your shoulders past your wrist. Feel a stretch enter into your hips. Dip them toward the mat. Exhale, press back to child's. Crawl your hands over to the left. Side body stretch to the right side of your body. Open up, expand through each side, each rib, and then breathe into the space between each rib. Forehead to the earth, head hangs heavy. Draw your awareness to your emotional state. So looking inward. Notice if anything has evolved or changed since when you first arrived on your mat. And see if you can find a physical sensation that connects to your emotional state. Stress can be felt through the physical body through tension, clenching, that idea of holding on. Happiness, excitement, or anxiety even is often felt as moving energy through the body. Tapping fingertips or butterflies in the stomach. Relaxation, a sense of calm can be felt when the body's at ease, when the body's soft. You just notice what you're working with today. Begin to crawl your hands back through center. Press into your palms, come to rise, shoulders draw right past your wrist. Dip your hip bones toward the mat. And then exhale, press back into a neutral tabletop. Tap out the tops of your feet. An option to take the fingertips, turn them back toward your knees, stretch out through your wrists, and then rock forward and backwards slightly. Good. And then bring the fingertips back forward. Make sure that your knees and then your feet and shins are in line, nice and parallel. Begin to walk your way back, hands towards your knees. Option to keep tops of your feet pressing into the earth, or if you'd like a stretch for your toes, tuck your toes to the mat. Begin to walk your hands back in space and allow your hands to rest against your thighs. And so this is a stretch that's very sensation rich. I'm just fixing a setting on my computer here. So you'll want to use your breath to breathe into any intensity that you're feeling. And remember, you have the freedom. So if it becomes or starts to feel like too much in your body, then what you'll want to do is just bring the tops of your feet back to the earth. You can tap your feet to bring sensation, circulation back into your feet. Or work with me stretching out through the wrists. Take an inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, allow your hands to pass through center, connecting your palms. Close your eyes and bow your forehead to your fingertips. This is a symbol of gratitude. So each time the hands pass through heart center, see if you can use that as a reminder to focus your mind, focus your intention on gratitude. Take an inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, hands pass through center. Find an interlace of your fingertips and then flip your palms forward. Keep your hands as they are, or to find a deeper stretch, reach your arms up to the sky, palms to the ceiling. You could even take your arms slightly back so your triceps are behind your ears. Find your breath, a deep breath. I know your feet are probably talking to you. Mine definitely are. One more breath here. Release your hands to the mat, shift forward, tap out the tops of your feet. Beautiful job. Take an inhale, extend your right leg long behind you, toes are tucked, fingertips spread nice and wide, shoulders stacked over your wrist. Stay just as you are, or bring your right leg to a hover. Option to stay, or option to reach left arm forward, spinal balance. So you want your right leg coming out right from the hip, your toes are flexed toward the earth, leg is active, quad is active, gaze is down to the earth, actively reaching through fingertips as well. So it's opposing sensations, reaching and kicking. Stay just as you are, focused on your breath and balancing, or add in a quad stretch, sweeping left arm behind you, drawing right heel in towards your glute, kick your foot into your hand, press your hand into the mat, send your heart forward, draw your gaze forward. Steady breath in and out. And then retrace the steps you took to enter, to come out of it. Left hand plants, right knee draws in, take it back to child's posture. Take a moment to reset. A deep inhale, come to rise, tabletop. Extend left leg long behind you. Toes are tucked. Stay as you are, or lift your leg. Stay or reach right arm forward. Stay or add the quad stretch. Sweep your right arm back, reach for your left foot. If you've received your foot in your hand, kick, 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 open up through your heart, stretch through your quad. Stay with your breath. Beautiful, slow release, right arm forward, left leg back. Plant your right hand, left knee down to meet right. Take your knees wide or keep them connected as you press your way back into child's. So each time we come back into this shape, know that it's a place of rest, a place where you can come at any time that you need it, whether your body needs physical rest or whether you just need a moment to yourself. You need a moment to recenter, to come back. And know that it's never too late. If you're in the posture, you're holding, it's never too late to come back to rest. Good. Come up to rise. And then take a little bit of movement here with your breath. It could be swaying the rib cage side to side. It could be rolling out through head, neck, and shoulders. Any other kind of free movement you need. And this is where you tap into your voice of intuition. You listen to what it is that you need in each given moment. Sometimes that's rest that your body needs. Sometimes it's a little more. Let's take this opportunity to explore on your mat and to listen. The more we practice this on our yoga mats, the more natural this practice begins to feel in other areas of our life. And so when this does feel complete and you've moved in both or all directions, then we'll come into downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, press into your palms, lift your hips high. Your sit bones are your highest point. Your hands are pressing into the earth. Maybe your heels are lifted, your knees are bent. This can be a gentle offering for the hamstrings, especially for the first down dog of the day or the week of the practice. We know that for sure. Take 3 steady breaths here. Deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Press your hands into the earth more actively. Inhale. Exhale. Draw your chest back towards your thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Next, inhale, rise up to your tippy toes. Take your gaze towards your hands. Exhale, bend your knees. Step, hop, or tiptoe forward to the top of your mat. Take an inhale, lift halfway up. Lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. Extended mountain, arms reach high overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Intention and thoughts to gratitude. Close your eyes for a moment. Draw your thumbs in towards your chest. Let your shoulder blades draw together. Root down through your feet. Extend through the crown of your head so your neck lengthens. Notice your breath. Notice your heartbeat. Notice the structure and the engagement in your physical body. And if you've set an intention for your practice already, take a moment in your mind to return to it. If you've not yet set one, take this as an opportunity to give your practice some meaning. What's your why? Maybe it's freedom. Maybe you're using your practice as a way of tapping into that. Maybe your practice represents letting go or forgiveness. With expression, creativity, all of these things, in my mind at least, relate to freedom. Each time the mind wanders, come back to your breath, come back to your intention, and allow those words to help ground you. As you're ready to begin moving again, follow your breath. Inhale to sweep your arms high overhead. Exhale to fold forward over your legs. Soften your knees, long spine on the descent. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Again, inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last one, inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Half lift in. Exhale, fold. Rise up, reach your arms high. Exhale, hands to your heart. Adding on this time, sun salutation A, sweep your arms overhead. Fold forward over your legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back to a high plank. So we'll take different variations of this. If you know where we're headed, you have a variation that's your favorite, go right ahead. If you're with me, take an inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale to lower your knees, chest, and chin to the earth. Keep your elbows pinned in towards your rib cage. Hips stay high. On your inhale, come into cobra or upward facing dog. Slither forward. Press the tops of your feet into the earth and draw your heart forward. Active quads. Exhale, come into downward facing dog. Press into your hands. Soles of feet return to the earth. Pause in stillness. And then we continue with fluid movement. Gaze to the top of your mat. Lift your heels, bend your knees, tiptoe step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Just as we did before, or another option, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, knees to the earth, lower halfway down, elbows stay pinned in. A modified four-limb staff. Inhale through upward dog or cobra, heart draws through. Exhale, downward dog, hips are high. Gaze forward, lift your heels, bend your knees, beginning to build heat in the body. Step your feet forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Allow your breath to guide you. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold. So if my cues are either too fast or too slow for you, follow your breath. We'll all catch up eventually. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Same options as before. Find your own way or shift your weight forward. Keep your knees lifted. Exhale, halfway down. Good. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. You have 12 full cycles of breath, in and out. Once you've arrived in downward facing dog, to stay, to come into child's posture, or to find any kind of free movement. Maybe it's another round of sun salutation A. Maybe it's something else. And maybe it's stillness. Just know that whatever you're doing, you have the ability to make it a meditation by simply focusing only on that one thing that you're doing. So if it's child's pose, for example, you're focusing on the physical sensations in your body, you're focusing on your breath, you're focusing on stillness. If you're moving, focus on the union between your breath and the movement. And eventually we'll all arrive into child's posture. Take your time getting there. As you come into the shape, settle in not only physically, but more importantly in the mind too. Notice any thoughts that are coming up. Notice what thoughts deserve your attention. You can do this in your physical yoga practice too as you enter into each shape. What needs your attention? What part of your body needs a little more support? In what areas of your practice do you need to be pushed a little more? And then how can you offer yourself both of those things, support and motivation, in a way where they're both coming from a place of compassion? How can you take care of yourself just a little better? If you're quite comfortable, stay just as you are. If you're ready to begin moving again, come to rise up through tabletop. Make your way into downward facing dog. Here we'll come into three-legged dog, stepping big toes to touch at the back of the mat, then send your right leg high. Take an inhale as you are. On your exhale, bend through your right knee. Draw your knee skyward. Draw your heel towards your left hip. Remain in stillness or begin to make big circles with your right leg, maybe circles with your right foot, getting some mobility into your joints. So whatever part of your body you're moving, if you're choosing to move, move with intention. So rather than using momentum and flinging the leg or the foot, move slowly with control. On an inhale, extend your right toes to the sky, straighten through your leg. Exhale, draw your knee forward, step your foot between your hands. Take an inhale, rise up to your fingertips, draw your heart through. Exhale, press back into your fingertips in your right foot. If you've got blocks, maybe hands are resting on blocks. Get a deep stretch through your right hamstring. So your left heel is drawing toward the earth. It may not be connected. I know mine definitely isn't. But I'm still really feeling the stretch through right leg. And same thing for right leg. Maybe it's not straight. Maybe you keep a bend through your knee. Breathe into the intensity of the stretch though. At the hamstrings right behind your knee. You can remain still, or if you'd like, take a cycle of movement with breath. Inhale, shifting forward, dipping left hip to the earth. Exhale, press back, lengthen through your right leg. Inhale to shift forward, bend through your right knee, allow it to track right over your right ankle. Stable through your feet, firm foundation, left toes remain tucked. Take an inhale, reach your arms to the sky, Crescent Lunge. Good. Inhale right here as you are. Exhale, find a twist, expanding, reaching opposite directions through your arms. So right arm reaches back, left fingertips reach forward. Palms are open to the side. Try to draw your shoulders in line. Stay just as you are, or take an inhale, reach up and over into reverse crescent. Right hand to the back of your left thigh, left arm reaching toward the back of your mat. For more stability, always an option to draw your left knee to the earth. And take an inhale here. Exhale, into warrior two. Your arms will windmill. Left arm forward, right arm forward. Left hand reaches back. Left heel connects to your mat. Sink into your right knee, active through your right quad, pressing down into the blade edge of your left foot. I'm going to turn around just so you guys can see me. Find your breath. Try not to tense your jaw, soften it rather. Take an inhale, flip your right palm, reach forward. Exhale, up and over, reverse. Your legs stay. Continue bending into your right knee. Nice and long from right hip point into right fingertips. Breath in, breath out, hands cartwheel down. Good. Step your right foot back to meet the left. Option to flow, or option to come right into down dog. For a flow, shift forward, inhale. Exhale to lower. Inhale, draw your heart through. And exhale, press your way back. Right into the second side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend through your left knee, open your hip. Stillness or circles, whatever your body needs. If your body needs more stability, the left toes return to the mat to meet the right. If you need restoration, child's pose is always available. You have the freedom to choose. Inhale, left toes to the sky. Exhale, left knee in, left foot steps forward. Come to rise, lifting your heart forward. Good, and then exhale, press back, lengthen through your left leg. The intention of this posture, which is not really a posture, it's in between postures, is to stretch and open those hamstrings. An option to move a little bit or to find stillness, whatever's working for you. And then shift your way forward. Prepare for crescent. Set up your feet, your legs. And then inhale, arms reach overhead. Beautiful. Stable through your feet. Make sure feet are in their own train tracks. Inhale here. Exhale, open through your arms. Reach in opposite directions. Arrive in the twist. Good. Inhale, reach through fingertips. Exhale, reverse. Open up through the sides of your ribs. Think of this as a back bend to heart reaching up to the sky. Exhale takes you into warrior two. Arms windmill open. Ground your right heel. Gaze out past your left fingertips. But find strength in this pose. Rooting down through your feet. Arms are active. Legs are active. Breath is steady. Core is drawn up and in, navel to spine. Take an inhale, reach up and over, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands cartwheel down, frame your foot. Step left foot back to meet right. You can flow or you can come into rest. And it doesn't have to be the same every time. Take what it is that you need. Breathe into discomfort. Offer yourself compassion. But notice your tendency to either work too hard or to not quite work hard enough. Can you find that just right spot? Take an inhale, send your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee draws in, taps right tricep. Engage the core as you shift forward. Inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, take your knee across your body, tap the left. Inhale, right leg goes long. Exhale, right knee draws forward, foot plants between your hands, right up to crescent. Reach your arms high. Let's stay as you are or draw your left knee to the earth. Reach up through your fingertips, breath in. Exhale, open twist. Reach your right arm back. Stay or reverse, right hand to left thigh. We've been here before, we're adding on. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Arms windmill, left heel grounds. Reaching opposite directions. Inhale, flip your palm, reach forward. Exhale, up and over, reverse. Keep your legs, right knee tracking over your right ankle. Left hand reaching, sliding down your left leg, or reaching behind your lower back for a half bind. Begin to press your right foot into the earth, lengthen through your right leg. Bring your arms out to a T, reach forward. Send your left hip back in space. When you can no longer reach, triangle posture, right hand down, left arm reaching high. Your right hand can be resting on a block inside your right foot. It can be resting on your shin or your ankle, or it can be reaching actively toward the earth, just as your left fingertips are reaching to the sky. Try to lengthen through both sides of your rib cage, extend out through the top or crown of your head as well. Maybe lift your gaze up towards your fingers. Breath in brings you up. Reverse warrior, soften into your right knee. Exhale, hands cartwheel down inside your right foot. Both hands to the mat, heel to your right foot out. And then let your left heel draw up off of the mat, come onto the ball of your left foot. We're in a high lizard posture here. And here is where I will give you some choices. So you can stay in this active high lizard lunge, working on strength, or you can get deeper into flexibility by bringing left knee to the earth, maybe forearms down to the mat, maybe forearms down to blocks. It's not quite happening in my body today. Or you have the option of opening up through your hip more, bringing right palm to the inside of your right thigh, pressing into thigh to draw your right knee out, lifting up and exposing the sole of your right foot. If that feels good, you might deepen it, sweeping right arm all the way back. Draw left heel in towards your glute, receive your foot into your hand. Then there's an option to draw your heel in, feel a quad stretch, or to kick your foot into your hand, send your heart forward, find more of a heart opening or back bend. So it's like yogis, choose your own adventure here. What feels good? And it's never too late to change or shift. You have the freedom. You have control over this posture. You have control over your thoughts in this posture as well. I'll remind you again, notice your tendency to maybe try too hard or not quite push yourself enough. Without judgment, can you find that just right place? We'll call it your edge. Take your time, find your breath. And we'll come back to high lizard. That's where we'll all meet. Pressing palms into the earth. Your hands are in line with your right foot. Tuck your left toes, lift up through your knee. Drive your left heel back in space and then sweep your right leg around to meet the left. Option to flow, options for down dog. Take your time getting there. And then as you enter into downward facing dog, or you maybe take a few breaths in child's posture, can you examine the physical sensations in your body? Can you notice a difference between left and right side? Maybe you take that a step further and you draw your awareness inward toward your emotional state. What has evolved? What has changed since you first arrived or showed up on your mat? Just like everything in life, our emotions are always shifting and changing. We can't control the world around us, but oftentimes we can control our response by understanding how we feel. Taking time to examine and process how we feel. Meet back in downward facing dog. Take an inhale, send your left leg high. Exhale, left knee draws in, taps left tricep. Inhale, send your left leg to the sky. Exhale, take your knee across your body, tap the right. Inhale, send it high. Exhale, left knee draws forward, left foot plants, crescent lunge. Reach your arms to the sky. Firm through your foundation. Find the just right stance. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist. Stay or reverse, left hand down, right arm reaching up and over. Would windmill your arms, warrior two. Ground your right heel. Inhale up and over, reverse warrior. Keep that bend through your left knee. Option to stay, option for half bind. Strong through the legs, open through side ribs, reaching through fingertips, rooting through feet. Straighten through your left leg. Bring your arms to a T. Send your right hip back in space as you reach actively through left fingertips. Triangle posture, left hand to the earth, right arm reaching high. You've got 5 breaths here. Really tap into physical sensations. Where is there active energy in the body? What's rooting? What's reaching? Is breath fluid? What's challenging you here? Can you face it fully and breathe through the discomfort? Your inner dialogue can help you there, and it always can be rewritten. Take an inhale, reach up and over, reverse warrior. Soften your left knee, fingertips toward the back of your mat. Exhale, hands cartwheel down inside your left foot. High lizard lunge, left foot, heel toes out. I'll walk you through those steps again. And it may feel nice in your body to mirror what you did the first time around, so you feel equal. But just know that the shape will likely feel different from left to right sides of your body. You don't necessarily have to do exactly what you did the first time around. Sometimes one side of the body has a few more limitations, I'll say, than the other side. I know for me, my left side always feels tighter. Left side is my dominant side, so it's also stronger. But, left and right side, they can feel like two different bodies. So decide where you want to be on this side. Walk your way through the steps. And you might actually settle into one place. And then you may decide after several breaths that you have the space to move into something deeper. It's never too late. And it's better now than never. What are you working with here? Use your breath to ground. Use your breath to open. Send your breath to the places in your body that are feeling challenged the most. Slow release back into high lizard. Right toes tuck, palms press into the earth. Sweep your left leg back in space to meet right. Option for a flow or option for down dog. From here, focus your mind back to your intention. State your intention as an affirmation, something that you already have, something that you already are. If you use the intention of freedom or forgiveness or letting go, I am free. I am forgiven. I let go and release. use that affirmation to empower you to be that last little burst of energy through the remainder of your practice. Meeting back in down dog. If those few breaths took you anywhere else, take an inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, right knee draws in. Plant your foot between your hands. High crescent lunge, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale to twist open, reaching arms in opposite directions. Options here, find reverse crescent once again, or deepen this twist by connecting your palms at heart center, finding prayer mudra, and then hooking your left elbow outside your right thigh. That'll be a deeper twist with compression. Notice if that's a place where you want to be. Try to twist from your mid-back, your thoracic spine. And we'll all gaze toward the earth for this transition. Look just forward of your right big toe. If your palms are connected in prayer, you can stay. If your arms are open, stay. Begin to transfer your weight forward into your right foot. Carefully step your left foot up to meet the right. Bend through your knees, come into a chair. And release from the twist. Reach both of your arms up to the sky. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. We'll come into a standing balance together, dancer's posture. Look down at your feet, decide which one is right, which one is left. Your right foot is going to be your standing leg here. Your left heel will draw up and in towards your glute. Reach back with your left hand. Receive your foot into your hand. So if that feels like too much today on the quad, or it's just really challenging to stand here and balance, then focus just on keeping your knee up and into your chest. And if you feel good here and you would like to stay. If you'd like to take it further, reach your arm to the sky. Root down through your right foot. Begin kicking your left foot into your hand. Good. Once you can no longer kick your foot into your hand, reach your right fingertips forward. Try to keep your chest drawing up and forward toward the top of your mat. And then if you feel as though you're losing your balance, if you're leaning too far forward and you feel as though you're going to fall forward, kick your foot into your hand, lift up through your chest. If you feel as though you're going to fall backward, reach a little further, a little more actively through your fingertips. Use your gaze, look at something that's not moving. Look toward the earth for grounding. Make sure you're breathing. You can even invite in a smile across your face. That helps. At least I think it does. And then as you're ready, bring both feet down to the earth. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. Find stillness, hands to your heart. Close your eyes. Take a final flow, sweep your arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift in. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Good. Inhale here, shift forward. Exhale, lower in your own way. Inhale, heart draws through. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot steps through. Inhale, rise, crescent. Exhale, twist. Stay, reverse, or deepen your twist, connecting your palms, hook your right elbow outside your left thigh. If palms are connected, you can take your gaze up past your left elbow toward the sky to challenge your balance. You can look toward the earth for more stability. We'll all look down to transition. You know where we're headed. Take it slow. Use control. Gaze forward of your left big toe. Transfer your weight forward first. Shift forward and then lightly step right foot up to meet left. Right into chair. Knees bend. Release your twist. Arms sweep high. Tailbone drawing down. Slight pelvic tilt. Weight in your heels. Steady breath in. Exhale, fold. Half lift in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Other side, dancer's posture. Left foot is your foundation. Left quad stays engaged. Weight distributed through all four corners of your left foot. Draw your right heel in. Reach back with your right hand, receive your foot. Left fingertips reach to the sky. Stay back out of this, just drawing your right knee into your chest maybe. Or take it further, kick your foot into your hand. Keep lifting up through your heart. When you can no longer kick, reach forward through your left fingertip. Opposing forces, kicking and reaching, rooting down through your foot, and then lifting up through your heart and the crown of your head. Steady breath. If you notice your right hip is opening up, try to draw your right knee in towards your standing leg. Keep with your breath. Keep giving that reminder because I'm noticing that I'm holding mine. And then rise back up in your own time. Step your feet down, hands to heart. Find any kind of movement that you need, shaking out, wiggling out. And then ground your energy. Stillness through your feet, shoulder blades drawing down your back, crown of head extending to the sky. Settle your energy. Settle your heart rate and your breath. Settle your mind. Settle your thoughts. And from here, just allow the arms to fall by the sides. We'll rise up to the tippy toes. And then begin to bend through your knees. We're taking a slow descent. If you have any kind of injury on your knees, then you may want to skip this and just meet us in a seat on the mat. If it feels good in your body, slowly descend all the way down. Let your sit bones rest on your heels. You can bring your hands to your thighs. If you feel unsteady, you can bring your hands toward the earth. Blocks are awesome here. I do not have them with me today. So you can always improvise, lean forward slightly. Or if you like, you come a little further, bringing hands to heart center, connecting your palms, press palm into palm to help find that center of gravity. And then from here, I'm just going to find our way onto our seat. You can take a graceful little plop back. Extend your legs forward. And then we'll find a seated forward fold. Your legs can be connected, or if you need a little more space, you can bring your heels toward the corners of your mats. That helps me sometimes to find a deeper fold, just making a little more room for myself to fold into. Take an inhale, reach your arms up overhead. With arms extended up like this, flex your toes in toward your face so your quads are nice and active. Keep that engagement through your legs as you breathe in and out. Begin hinging forward. Try to keep length through your spine. Find a hinge from your hip points. Maybe your knees bend. And then when you can no longer hinge, then begin to round down. Your hands can come down toward your ankles. Maybe just rest outside of your legs. They can reach for the blade or pinky edge of your feet too. Allow your head to hang, chin into your chest. And if a more passive stretch or restorative stretch feels better, think of softening into this shape for the next 3 breaths. If you'd like something just a little more active, take an inhale, lift up through your chest, lengthen your spine. Exhale, deepen your fold. 2 more breaths, stillness or movement. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up. Keep your spine long and flat. Exhale, bring your hands down to the earth. Turn your fingertips towards your toes and walk your hands back behind you, one handprint. Then bend through your knees so your soles of feet connect to your mat. Let them come toward the width of your mat. Knock your knees over to the right, and then draw your chin towards your left shoulder. Look out past your left shoulder. You'll likely feel a stretch through your outer hip, your IT band. Breathe into that sensation. And then bring your knees up through center, take them left, chin to right shoulder. Good, feet to the earth. You can scoot your way forward. Bring your hands to the back of your thighs, the front of your shins, or reach them forward actively. We're going to take a slow descent down to our back. So rounding down from bottom to top of spine for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just relax for a moment here. You can walk your heels in. Maybe let your knees knock in toward one another. Maybe close your eyes. Tune into the sensation of your body weight against the earth. The earth against your body providing support. And for a final back bend, bring your hands down to the earth. Fingertips reach toward the heels. Heels walk in toward fingertips. Press your hands, feet, and forearms into the earth, and then lift up through your hips. Draw your weight into your shoulders so that your shoulders, not your neck. If you're feeling it in your neck, back out slightly. Drive your heels into the earth. Think of activating through your quads at the front of your thighs, lifting up through your hips. If you have a block with you and you would like to make this restorative, just place a block at its lowest setting right underneath your sacrum. If you're wanting to feel this just a little more, you want more sensation, interlace your hands at your lower back, drive your pinkies into the earth, and then roll each shoulder underneath of your body. And release your hands off to the side to come down from here. Lift up to your tippy toes, slowly lower from top to bottom. Let your sacrum reach the earth, and then knock your knees right and left. Keep your left foot planted on the mat. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, figure 4. Option to stay. This might already feel like a lot. Think of driving your right knee forward, opening up through your right hip. If it feels like the right place to be, stay just as you are. Or draw your left thigh into your chest. Reach your right arm through the figure 4, left arm outside your left thigh. Find an interlace. Focus on drawing your right shin into your chest by drawing your left thigh closer. And you can stay just as you are. If you'd still like more, try interlacing your fingers to the front of your left shin. You have the option as well of extending the left leg up to the sky, feeling a stretching sensation entering your left hamstring, but don't forget about that right hip if you're finding this variation. So keep drawing right shin in. And then slow release, left foot grounds, right foot to meet left, knees knock right and left. Other side, right foot plants, left ankle crosses on top. I'll guide you through all of those steps. Go as far as you'd like. Left knee draws forward, option to stay. Right knee draws in, option to interlace. Find your breath, option to stay, or bring your hands to the front of your right shin. Final option to extend your right leg up to the sky. Introduce a hamstring stretch. What do you need? What can this shape offer you? Slowly release. Right foot down, left foot to meet it. Knees knock right and left. Draw your knees up and into your chest. And take some time here, just rocking gently side to side, massaging the muscles framing your spine. And we've got a final minute of movement and breath to finish out the practice. I will give you the freedom to choose whatever it is that you need. And if you're ready just to let go and release, you can bring your legs long down to the earth. Come into a shape for rest. Maybe you revisit a posture we've already done. You take another back bend, another bridge pose, another hip opening posture, figure 4. You could come into a twist. The way I have been liking recently to close my practice out is just by sending feet up to the sky. It's like a modified legs at the wall or waterfall. Flexing my feet, so soles of feet are directed up toward the sky. And then you can keep your hands to the back of your legs like me for support, or if you want, you can reach your fingertips up actively as well. And this helps to bring our nervous system into a place of rest and digest. When you're in that fight or flight mode, which so many of us just kind of operate from when we're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, there's a lot of blood circulating into your legs and into your arms. So when you extend your legs up over your head, or you reach your arms actively over your head, you're restricting the flow of blood there, just momentarily. And so it has the opposite effect. It helps your body to calm down. This can be something that's really nice to do right before bed too. Just kick your heels up against the wall. And then take your time wherever these final breaths have brought you. Allow them now to begin bringing you into a place of rest. If you get to the earth and you notice that legs extended forward creates any kind of tension in your lower back, then just bend through your knees, bring your soles of feet to the earth. You can also take rest on your belly or in a seat, whatever is preferred. Just know that in these last few moments of practice, this time for rest is built in. It's guaranteed in a yoga practice. But what you do with this time is up to you. Can you make a conscious choice just a conscious decision to take rest, to allow rest. Use your breath to invite rest in. For some of you, that may mean just inviting in a deeper, fuller, slower breath. For others, maybe your breath is mirroring the way your breath is right before you fall asleep at night. It's a subtle breath. It's barely there, effortless. Draw your awareness into your physical body now and ask yourself if there's anything that you could do to allow your body, allow your physical self to be 5 or 10% more comfortable. And if there is something that you can do for yourself, do it. Allow yourself to settle in. Notice any tendency to resist rest. Now is the time, perhaps, when all the distractions have been removed and your body settles. And you notice what's inside, what's there that you've been ignoring, what needs your attention. Know that anything that does need your attention can wait. Right now, this time is for rest. There's absolutely nothing else that you need to do. So when that enters your mind or comes back in, you come back to your breath. And on each exhale, visualize yourself releasing or letting go of whatever that is. Just as you expel air from your body and it's no longer there, release those thoughts. Let them pass. Allow your hands, your heels, the back of your head and your shoulder blades to feel heavy, grounded, and rooted into the earth. And in the opposite way, allow your face, your arms, the tops of your feet, any areas that are exposed to the air, to feel light and soft. Allow yourself to feel grounded and rooted, but also free. Deeply connected to yourself and the world around you, whether that be your surroundings or other people, a greater purpose. your mind, draw your awareness slowly back to your intention. Repeat it as an affirmation. I am, I have. And then in your mind's eye, begin to create a vision, a mental picture of what you in your life look like with that intention fulfilled. Allow the corners of your mouth to draw up, that's a smile. Inviting in a sense of happiness and gratitude along with the fulfillment of that intention. And the knowledge that you are now, after moving and breathing with that intention in your heart, closer to living it, closer to creating that intention as your truth, more deeply connected to that intention. It all starts in the mind. And as you're ready to reintroduce movement, wiggle your fingers, draw your hands into tight fists and release. Wiggle your toes, circle out your feet and ankles. Take time to do what feels good. Eventually meet with your arms extended up over your head, pointing through your toes, creating the longest version possible of yourself. Before hugging knees into your chest, wrapping arms around the front of your shins, giving yourself a little squeeze, a hug, an embrace. Rock and roll forward and back on your spine, or rock to either side. You'll eventually find your way up to your seat. And we'll meet and close out together with 3 final breaths. So first, inhale, sweeps your arms up to the sky, connects your palm. Exhale, draws hands to heart center. Bow your forehead towards your fingertips. Remember, mind and thoughts to gratitude here. Take another breath in and out. Last one, in and out. Take your time closing out your practice in any way that would feel good for you. Whether that's something that's expressed internally or externally. I am very grateful for each of you for joining me this morning or whenever this video finds you. If you have any questions or comments, concerns, please let me know in the comments section. Again, my name is Rachel Dooley. I am with Yoga for Change and Bella Prana. And if you feel called to donate to this practice or this cause, you can find us on Venmo at yoga-change, and all of your donations go towards supporting teachers like me and our program, bringing and offering yoga to underserved populations, people who are really deserving of experiencing the healing practice of yoga. Those that are incarcerated, those that are in recovery, children and military veterans. So thank you so much. I will see you next time, I hope. Have a beautiful day, a wonderful weekend, and that's all I got.